The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Yeah, he is the number one prospect out of Interlochen, Florida, Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
The sports page brought to you by Adventure Boat Share. Unlimited hassle-free boating without having to own a boat. Get any kind of boat you want, anytime you want. Just show up at the docks and that boat is waiting for you. Check them out. AdventureBoatShare.com. Lynch loves boating.
I love boating, especially like in that scenario on someone else's boat.
That's the easiest. You just pat, just like he said, you walk up to the dock, the boat's ready for you. You get done and you just leave it.
All right.
They take care of it.
They even gas it up for you. So, all right. The latest AP poll is out. Unranked Florida State moved up to number 14 in the country after running over Alabama on Saturday. Alabama, by the way, fell to number 21. They were number 8 in the country. That number 21 is the lowest ranking since Nick Saban's second season in 2008. Lynch, I went back and listened to some of Feinbaum's show.
I told you, man. I told you.
It was unbelievable. There was one caller called in and he'd rewritten the words to Hit the Road, Jack, to hit the door, DeBoer. Don't you come back no more. Hit the door, DeBoer. In his southern accent, it was classic.
I'm telling you, dude, he better ramp up his personal security. I say that I'm not being sarcastic.
And you said it's $70 million is his buyout.
$70 million.
God. 70, yeah, they're not buying him out. This is only his second year, but hey, that's the state of college football now. The patience level is nil. Just ask Billy Napier. Heck, go ask Arch Manning. Everybody's already saying he's a flop after one game as a starting quarterback at Texas. So that's just the way it is. Miami, by the way, jumped up to number 5 after upsetting Notre Dame over the weekend. Florida jumped up one spot to number 13 after beating Long Island. By the way, here's Florida's schedule coming up after the Humpty Dumpty they played in the opener. They've got USF on Saturday after the Bulls upset Boise State. Then they have LSU, which is number 3 in the country now after beating Clemson. Then they have Miami, which is number 5 in the country. Then they have Texas, which is the preseason number 1 team in the country. God. Then I think they have Texas A&M. So that's the gauntlet that the Gators have. So we'll see what happens with them. I think Florida fans right now would they take 3-2 coming out of that gauntlet game?
My advice, and I have no, I'm not any stake in Florida. Worry about Saturday. This Saturday, then focus on the next week because don't make the mistake of overlooking USF, man.
Right. UCF, I told you yesterday, they still haven't named a starting quarterback, but I don't think there's any question who's going to start in that game after Cam Fancher got hurt. So I don't think Fancher's going to start in the game. NFL, we're one day away from the NFL season starting with it's a marquee game, I would say. The Cowboys at Philadelphia. Yeah. You know what game I'm most looking forward to besides the state team games are okay. I mean, Carolina at Jacksonville, Tampa Bay at Atlanta, Miami at Indianapolis. You know what game I'm looking forward to?
Which one?
Steelers and the Jets. You want to talk about a storyline? Aaron Rodgers playing his former team, the Jets, and Jets quarterback Justin Fields playing his former team, the Steelers. So I think that could be intriguing. Plus, everybody wants to see what Aaron Rodgers does with the Steelers, and I'm sort of curious. By the way, Taco Bob, Justin Fields is going to be a fantasy stud this year with the Jets. He can run the ball. He'll get a lot of fantasy points, no question.
I've had him before, and then I think he got hurt or something. Either way, I have Dart.
Jack, God, he's not even starting.
How does that work?
It doesn't work. It's called you go to a fantasy football draft and have too many beers.
There's got to be a starting quarterback on the waiver wire.
I have Herbert too.
Up Daniel Jones or somebody. He's better than Jackson Dart.
Well, I have Herbert, but
Oh, okay.
I wasn't thinking, and my first quarterback I picked was Jackson Dart. They all go, "Did you hit your head?" They said other things too, though.
Yeah. So, anyway, about the NCAA being sued again, by the way, a pair of Vanderbilt football players are among 10 athletes suing the NCAA in an effort to force the association to allow college athletes to compete for 5 seasons rather than 4. I don't even know why this is a rule to begin with. I mean, players are on a team for 5 years, but they can only compete for 4 years. Why not just let them compete all 5 years? I mean, if you're on the team, why can't you compete for all 5 years? Why do you have to sit out 1 year for a red shirt? Lynch?
It doesn't. I'm not going to argue. It makes no sense.
Plus, wouldn't it end the nonsense of players opting out after 4 games to preserve their red shirt year like we've seen in the past?
That as well.
Yep.
The red shirt rule is stupid. So, yeah, they need to do away with that, no question.
All right.
What else we have?
You're the sports guy.
Oh, Orlando Pride, they get off the schneid last night. They win. They'd gone 6 straight games without winning. They are the defending NWSL champions, so they win last night. So that was a good sign. Deion Sanders pushing back. Did you see what he did over the weekend?
The clock management questioning.
Yeah, Colorado's playing Georgia Tech, and Colorado's trying to come back at the end. They end up throwing a Hail Mary that was unsuccessful with a few seconds left, but they had 2 timeouts left on the clock on his final on his final drive. Didn't use either one of them.
That's
and
sad.
Ended up having to throw that desperation Hail Mary, and he was trying to defend it yesterday. I'm like, Deion, just admit you screwed up.
Hey, dog, somebody just texted in and said the Gators get that schedule, yet Florida State plays 8 junior college teams all year long. How does that work?
Nice.
Hey.
Good to know the smack talk has begun.
Yes, it has.
Hey, go look at Miami's schedule. If Miami, they have USF. That looks like a tougher game. But they got USF and then Florida State, the 5th game of the season. They should roll. Miami should roll into the ACC championship game this year.
We'll see. They always end up stumbling against a team you don't expect them to.
You mean like Syracuse last year?
Yes, that would be one. And watch out, SMU.
Yeah, no question.
All right, Bulldog. Always appreciate the insight there. You can hear him afternoons on FM 96.9 The Game with Brandon Kravitz.
That's right. Game on with Bianchi and Kravitz. Happy birthday to the American blues singing pioneer himself, the great Memphis Slim.
Lynch and Taco, download the iHeartRadio app.